Hi, I'm William Stewart. Welcome back to our verse by verse study on the book of First Thessalonians. I'm so glad you're here. Such a great book. We're in a section in chapter 5 which is just power packed with Paul's admonitions to us for the Christian life. So many great pearls of wisdom and truth here. We're in verses 12 and 13 today, and Paul has just finished saying, "Be vigilant in your Christian life and encourage one another." Very good things to do. Verse 12 in the King James, "And we beseech you," literally ask, "brethren, to know them that labor among you and are over you in the Lord, and admonish you." Verse 13, "And to esteem them highly," actually very highly, "in love for their work's sake, and be at peace among yourselves." So the major thrust of these two important verses is to encourage those who are being taught and are under a teacher. Could be an individual Bible study teacher, could be your pastor, Sunday school teacher. Esteem them very highly. In fact, the word here in the original Greek language means the three words: over and above, out of, much. I think it's the only place I've seen this in the New Testament where it puts all those together, and emphasizing how much we should esteem somebody who is over us. And in love, it says. Love, again, the agape love, the biblical love, the giving love. What you then say to your teacher is for the things they need to hear, not necessarily just the things you might want to say or ask. So you esteem, you consider. The word here is literally consider. It implies to sit down and think, okay, how can I love my Sunday school teacher, my pastor, give them love, godly love? How can I commend them? How can I thank them and show them how much I esteem them? So often after church, people are immediately critical of their pastor about how long they spoke, what they spoke about. Shouldn't have used that example, on and on and on, instead of really considering the words that he said. Um, it's easy to pick on the pastor, the Sunday school teacher, anybody that's above us. Yeah, we're told not to do that because they give their time, their energy, their efforts, their love and emotion. It takes a lot out of a person to teach, and we should respect that and recognize it. No wonder so many pastors are a little burned out, where they want to go on sabbatical or change churches, because oftentimes they just aren't treated very well. And it's up to us to make sure that the first thing we give to them is our gratitude and commendation. If there are problems with the pastor, then that shouldn't be a topic of gossip, but to meet with people and say, out of love, well, the pastor's having this problem. What do we do about it? And plan an action and not just complain. So, yes, very important words here. Admonish you is what the people above us can do. The word here is interesting in verse 13 or verse 12, excuse me. It literally means mind place. It often has a negative connotation. It might be corrective, but also just might be a reminder or a warning that in a gentle way that we give to somebody. So it can be very much on the positive side as well. So let's review what we talked about. Now, I should go into that we should be, at the end of verse 13, very important, be at peace among yourselves. So we're reminded here to esteem those who are above us and tell them about it and consider it carefully. What can you say or do to show that appreciation so they won't burn out? They'll love what they do and know what you are thinking about them. And this is an extremely important way to unify and strengthen the leadership, unify the church and strengthen the leadership, and to not be a person who spreads gossip or just negative comments about those who are above you. Okay, thanks for joining me today. We'll continue on with this great passage. I hope you're learning a lot from Thessalonians, First Thessalonians. And I hope you'll come back next time. I'll look forward to seeing you then.